cynical sometimes, it's because I've been naive. Things were worse than I thought. Fundamentally, I thought that the globalists were using sophisticated cultural manipulation on the Democrats predominantly, and that they weren't criminal in their middle and lower ranks. But learning about Acorn over the last 6 years and myself going out and dealing with grassroots Democrats, a lot of them actually know what's happening and get off on the power trip of being associated with a criminal takeover. And they really want to lock up libertarians and conservatives. They really want to make us their slaves. And they know they're not liberals. They know they're authoritarians. Like a moth to flame, they're attracted to the altar of evil. And they worship that twisted power. And I think it's just basic nihilistic corruption. Because other cultures have done this as well. But people think cheating and stealing and lying is cool. And they're converting the government agencies to people like this, where it's come out in the news that the IRS has parties and celebrates up in Dallas at their IRS center in the news that they're persecuting libertarians and conservatives and Christians, and have said they're going to intensify it. And MSNBC goes, of course we're shutting down the Tea Party and arresting people with tax exemption. We need to harass them more. These people are dangerous. I just believe in America more than this. Because I know Republicans are bad in many respects, and blue bloods are, and there's some racists in the Republican Party. But when you look at the Democrats, just the way they operate top down, they really are a criminal operation now. Through and through. Through and through. Democrats that aren't are clearly criticizing Obama, saying they're not part of it, and have good voting records on guns, sovereignty, the family. They're more like old-fashioned Democrats. By old-fashioned, I mean like the 80s. But the Democratic Party today is so radical that they'll do anything. They might blow up New York City like Obama says he's worried about and make Obama a dictator. They could do anything at this point. Anything. Let's go. I mean, they publicly arm Al-Qaeda publicly. I mean, it's over the top. Chris in Nevada, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Good morning, Alex, from FEMA Zone 9 in the Empire of Lies.
You bet, brother.
You're speaking about asymmetrical this morning, and I thought it's important to define the word. The word means without symmetry, form, or order. Ab, order, chaos. In fact, chaos is the assembly of worshipers of Osiris. And when we hear crisis, it's the cry of ISIS.
Yes.
In the global war. This is the silent weapons, quiet wars form of war, which is a constant, full-spectrum global battlefield. It's the soft type of war, or boiling frogs type, where everything is war in one form or another, so that the masses don't notice that war is being perpetrated against them. The Grand Drago, George Soros, a.k.a. Georgie Schwartz, is one of the key operators of the Council of 12 of the global elite who are behind this insidious global annihilation project. But thanks to you, Alex, and the rest of the hosts of the GCN network, we got the New World Order on the run. Death to the New World Order. Wow,
you really have got your act together, and I had seen what you just pointed out yourself. People asking James Bond movies based on a lot of real things that happened or similar things, at least the earlier Ian Fleming ones with Sean Connery. Why does Spectre openly wear the Spectre or Hydra ring on their finger? Because it's important to throw it in your face. And how do they operate? Creating chaos, order out of chaos. What do they call the Al-Qaeda forces? ISIS. Crisis. And asymmetrical warfare. We are seeing them hit us with asymmetrical warfare. What's your background? You sound like you know what you're talking about.
Well, I also am a meted learned man of the law, like your first caller that responded about Dr. Frederick Graves of the Jurisdictionary. He's one of the people I study with also.
So are you a Mason?
No, never been affiliated with Masons. My grandfather was 32nd degree, but that's the closest I ever got.
No, I know. There's some good groups of Masons that are aware of all this. They're fighting it behind the scenes, and they use terms like what you just said, learned, student of the law and things. Very interesting. Call back again. We've got a special guest coming up, but what you just heard from that caller was pure veritas.
You are watching the best of the Alex Jones Show, weekdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central. Watch live at Infowars.com/show or become a member of InfoWarsNews.com and help us take resistance to the next level.